Hello again. Let's see. Hello. What are we doing? All sorts. Oh, my full game profile's up there. Oh well, that's fun. Don't show again. And let's do a custom battle. What would anyone like to hear this time? Yes, I was down for a second, but I'm back. Disturbingly enough, we can all be worried about that one. Hello. Hope it's working again, and hope it's picked up. Let's get the Twitch going and log. Yes, that's working. Okay. And I'm not sure if anyone's still watching, but hey, we're still here. So let's see, what should we do? Oh, great. I know what's happened. Oh, that's never good. I'm not calling my shit the Prince of Wales. I am not calling my shit the Prince of Wales. This is going to be Rodney. Yeah, I guess things died. Basically, Gaia didn't want to carry on working. So I'm going to have a conversation with Gaia about how it feels about working. And my plan is that it will eventually decide that it really does want to work. We'll see what we can do. Veterans, standard. Ooh, 4 spoilers. Geared turbines. We'll go with that one because we can. That one because we can. Well, Britain in this period, why would we be going anything less than the best we can fit it with? All or nothing will do. I don't need you. Don't need that. Can I get away with that? Yeah. So let's go with my Sentinelite and my main guns. What am I going to fit? Ooh. I can get quadruple. Oh yeah. That's just... This is just going to be a nightmare for anyone to fight. Yeah, it's going to be an absolute frigging nightmare. We will sort out what we need to do, sort out as soon as we can, but, you know. Okay, so it gives me longer maximum shell damage, safety, da 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 da. I think I'll go for TNT 3. Cordite 2. Anything plus 5% gun range, no 3. I'm going to go keep Cordite 2. Standard shells increased, of course. Standard size. So these are 18-inch super heavies. And I feel like making them as long as I can physically make them. So yeah, that should just about do. Right then, let's see what we can do to fix the whole weight issue, shall we? So we're now 7,000 tons overweight. Down to 4,000 tons overweight, and things are slowly improving efficiency-wise. Let's go for capped and capped, and standard ratio for main shells, increased HE for secondaries. We haven't fitted any secondaries yet. Right, and there is absolutely no point in Thais's way of having more than that. Full weight offset 3.5%. That's a lot of firepower. But I'm not sure if it's enough. We got 27. We've got to roll 27% of pitch for 39%. I don't like either of those stats. So let's start again, working my way down. Now, half weight offset 6.1% now, so I now need to move it forward. Has dropped us down 2,000 tons. Right then. I don't need a range of 17,000 kilometers. Sounds nice, but I don't need it. 12,000 kilometers will do fine. Takes me down to 200 tons over. Still got some issues in pitch, etc., but I can deal this. 200 tons is a Well, let's be honest, that's taking that down to 8, because frankly I can't be bothered to have any more than that. There isn't enough DACA, no, but we're going to sort that out. Well, that does solve some problems, but it does make a massive. But I can solve other problems using that. That should do. That does do. So now we're overweight, but pitch is down to 28.9%. Okay, let's see what we can figure out on this one. I like keeping it to a double hull. I like keeping it to that. I'm not sure about that. Need shell dispensers. New hulls. Well, I'm up to 1.3.99999, and I'm as updated as Steam will allow me to be. As updated as it will allow me to be. And pitch. Pitch is just going up and down. It's the weight versus the center of the ship, and yeah. Right then, where should I put this weight? Let's see what I need to get this to be fine. So if I get that to 22, and I get that to 11, That gives me enough space, but that gives me also 6,000 tons over in weight. So how do we get that sorted out? Well, there's only really one option, I think. So that's weight 3,373 tons. That's 4,778 tons. Let's go for my old standby. 16.5 inch. See how this does. Let's see. That's 4,042 tons. So halfway in between them. That has a range of 40 kilometers. That has a range of 40.5. That has a range of 49.4. That's an improvement in some ways. A drop in others. So I'm now about 800. Take that down to 16. Okay, that's taking me that's not taking me down a fairly large chunk. And I should be still overweight, but yeah, that's better than it was. What else can I drop? What else can I drop that's cost me weight? Got all those down, all those down. Anti-flood 1. And I've got 2 tons left. Plus I'm spending over $1 billion. Yeah. But cute ship. Cute ship indeed. Let's see what the opponent's going to be. I should have a Francisco Caracola lookalike come up in this point. Should do, he says. Should do, he says. But let's see what they've actually got come up. It's Italian. It's going to have the best in speed. It's basically like a Ferrari. Like any of their cars, they're going to. It's going to be good. So they're giving me a British style front and back for the Italians. It had twin 15s. That doesn't look like an Italian battleship. Seriously. Some of them they do a really good job on. Some of these ones, you sit and look at them and go, no. Who gave you those design notes? Did they really not like the Italians? Let's give them the same on these things. And let's try and sort out the problems. So you definitely need that. Roll's pretty good. Engine efficiency. That's fine. That's pretty damn good. Yeah. We're going to again give them very un-Italian lengths in terms of their gun barrel lengths, but we'll see what that does to them. That's about right. I've just ordered all the books on New Study. Guess I'm a poor student again. Welcome to the club. You're always a poor student when you're involved in academia in any way, shape or form. Always a poor student. Let's see what Rodney does. Now, Rodney has 12 16.5-inch guns versus whatever the Italian ship's called, 8 15-inch guns. They have roughly the same range as well. Neither of them has a secondary armament, because I want to see if the lack of secondary armament means they don't do the closing to suicidal range thing. It's my personal testing to see. 8 15-inch versus 12 16.5-inch guns. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't see much of a future for you. Oh, you destroyed the funnel. That's just mean. You're on fire. That's not good. I should have probably gone with an all-forward arrangement of your guns, but, you know, I didn't. Decided not to. It's funny how everything with decent speed and that's large is defined as a battle cruiser by the system. When I see it. What do you think? Do we think they are keeping at distance? Or are they closing? They appear to be, broadly speaking, keeping pretty much a distance. Oh my god, is it literally that simple? Is it literally that the secondaries, the system decides it's got to get within secondary fighting range and bring all guns to bear, so if you just leave with just with these, they keep at the distance? So that's annoying, because in the campaign, you need to fit the secondaries. Those secondaries are essential for dealing with some of the smaller ships. But, yeah. The trouble with a barbette, in terms of making it smaller, wider, all these things. If you make it smaller, it can't operate a sufficient basket for your turret. It can't provide sufficient protection for all the mechanisms supporting it and feeding ammunition to it. All those things are affected by barbette width. So wider isn't always better, because making it too wide in relationship to the hull can put a stress point in the hull, which can lead to fracture when you're under fire. You can put too much stress over the bulkheads of the hull, and therefore, if you get hit in the wrong place, you're immediately severely damaged. Also in games, it has those effects. I always treat the game as if it's real world, because they've done so much effort with a physics engine that I do think it does have similar effects. Youch! That would have actually been far worse than it is on this game. Because you see the turret went airborne and hit the aft, so they're all out of ammo now. Again, not sure how they're all out of ammo, because in the nicest way you'd had separate magazines, so even if this magazine had cooked off, it should not have reached this magazine. But in the nicest way also, if you have a magazine sufficiently cook off to blow off a turret in a ship, then probably you're going to have a massive hole in the bottom of the ship as well, and you're probably going to be getting a sinking feeling. The Bee Gees might sing about a loving feeling, but this will be a sinking feeling if your turret goes airborne. Bye bye. It's sunk. It's gone. Let's design a ship. Let's go modified. Let's see if we can do something better. Yeah, da da da. Da da da. You reckon that's about as far as you can go back? Has anyone else noticed that below my head there is the funnel is moving as well as the piece, so it shows you the center of mass when it's it's placed down. That's the secondary tower. Put that one as far forward as I can. That one can go about there. No one there. And we want some secondaries. We want our good old reliable 6-inch. Because we always want the 6-inch. Because the 6-inch is just amazing. And barbettes. That's the way to offset 28.7%. Now got it balanced. But we're at pitch at 35.9%. But we now do have a huge number of 6-inch guns. I mean, seriously, you've got a broadside now of, like... 20... I think that's 21 6-inch guns on each broadside. Oh, this is not nice. This is definitely not nice. Yeah, let's take that down. We're going to drop down to 6. I'm going to drop that down to 12. For 35.8%. 35.8% in terms of pitch. What is affecting my pitch? That makes pitch go up. That makes pitch go up. So weight is affecting my pitch primarily. I now have 2,000 tons to play with. Do that because I prefer that as a formation. .16-inch thick main deck and we're still only at 31% pitch. Alrighty then. Four-way offset. Okay, we are 100 tons over. That's no help. Oh, I need to upgrade those as well. Right, we got that down to 30% and still many tonnage over. I wonder what happens if I delete this and just give myself a whole lot of art space. Forward also, forward, yeah, that becomes difficult. Let's see, what can we do to get the pitch down even more? How about a price value challenge? Oh, good lord. That sounds scary to me. Producing something to a price requirement. Tempting. Definitely tempting. So let's see what level of theoretical weight I need to get this up to make this actually balanced. What do we need to do? What kind of absurd figures do we need to get? I have no idea. This is gonna be fun. What the level? Frigate? I've got 18-inch main deck, and I am at 5 inches of main belt. Holy guacamole. Can this thing even float? I mean, seriously, if you went out there and said, yeah, my ship, it's got a 19-inch main deck and a 35-inch main belt, there'd be people looking at you going, why are you even bothering telling us that? We're just going to cry now. No, but you're sensible for them to cry now, because honestly, I'd be crying right now if I was faced with this. Yeah, let's go back to the complete hull. Yes, discard the hull. Always start off with the vast majority of the things, and then see where we can work down from. Where we work down from there. I don't. This is definitely going to be a war canoe. This is definitely a war canoe. Okay, we. This is also known as Armageddon. Okay. It's a war canoe. It's always known as Armageddon. Fairly certain at this point that is. It's overweight, but we'll see how much overweight it is and what we have to work with. 175,000. 35,000 ton treaty compliance drone. What from anything? We're sub 125. I don't know if you could honestly build that. I could build it to fight it. Whether you want me to win it or not is a completely different matter. I'm not sure why the range of these guns is quite so low. 18-inch 48 gun. Maximum range 28 kilometers. I'm not quite sure how that's at 28 kilometers. What is causing you to be such a low range? You've got cordite. You've got that. You've got that. You've got everything, really, that should be helping you. Let's go for centerline options. It's fine, our 16.5 inch. Settle forward. Thank you. And, oh, yeah. I will explain why. So, that's got a range of 40 kilometers, that's got a range of 49 kilometers. Now, I don't need that, but I do need something of roughly that level. Let's go for a sort of nail rod line out. Aft weight offset for 35%. Let's see what we can do to make things a little bit better. Let's take that down to 28. That down to mini. Ooh, that was almost good. Standard. Reinforced down to 1. Anti-flood down to 2. Almost getting there. Triple hull down to double. Some guns have poor sectors of fire. Yeah, that one. Let's take that down to 3. That down to 4. And now I've got 2,000 tons to play with. Ooh, what can we do with 2,000 tons? Well, we're going to have to up this to 16.5 inch at least for, you know, for accuracy's sake. Main deck's going to need to be upgraded. We're taking down. We're basically working on everything in one go by doing that. Take the conning tower down to about 8. I'm still thinking about your challenge, Spike. It's an interesting one. It's working out how to approach it. It's how to approach it. There are options which could work. Oh, hello, Citadel armor. Aft weight offset 2.2%, so pitch now. Pardon me. Sorry. That was a big sneeze. What can we do? What would make... Because on that price... The trouble is with that price range... And excuse me while I say this, but the trouble is with that price range... is that it really throws into a limit on what sort of weaponry you can do. And if you want to take on... You're asking me to take on multiple pair of United States US standard types ships from the 1920s. If I take on the latest standards, they're fairly capable ships. Building something that's 175,000... 175 million you can possibly do, but 175,000... Dreadnought from 1930 with a sub 125,000. Because even 175,000, 175 million maybe could work on it. You know, this is gonna sound strange, but you know, even these guns cost 36 million. I meant million. You meant million. That makes life slightly easier. Let's see. They were 21 knot ships, so if I did this 24... And pitch... Hang on, that's actually made my pitch worse. That makes the pitch better. Yeah... So, engine efficiency is through the roof terrible. But that's actually... So, okay, fine. That's a new one I can play around with. Forced... What funnel have I got up there? I've got a Stall Funnel 4. Ship is not overweight, but I can modify. I can play around with this. Oh, I can play around with this. And I've got 300 tons. So you wanted 35,000 tons standard. I'm not sure this is 35,000 tons standard. Definitely not 135 million. Oh, good lord, this. Yeah, Leslie, that's 100. Hi, Leslie. It's the costing UAD is not historically that accurate. It's not bad in terms of it gives you a rough idea, but it's not great either. If you build HMS Queen Elizabeth, etc., you are off cost-wise. But it's not atrocious. So, secondary guns, 6-inch. Should do it. Starboard weight offset 2.7%. Why have you not appeared here? Okay. Let's see if we can get you. I am, before anyone else, I am pressing the shift key. And we've got afterweight offset of, yeah, that's annoying. I don't want the afterweight to have to be that much heavier. 3.8%. Will I accept that? Let's put that down to 6 and see if that fixes anything. Put that up a bit. Put that up a lot. Oh, that's good. That's bucking my weight profiles up. Um, 'Halfway offset engine efficiency is slightly better. Draft isn't quite so shallow, but roll is okay, speed is okay. And I've got a top speed of 32 knots, which is not bad at all. Shall we launch this and see what happens while I carry on thinking about how to approach Spike's scenario? Because it's interesting. How do you sort it out? Yes, I do agree. The sea spray will now stay out of the vessel when cruising. I like this running design. Quick to hit. I know, you're a Proxima for the Francisco Caracola class, but honestly I don't like you because your turrets don't look right. I'm sorry. The turrets just don't look right. You do have space for the required amount of secondaries, but I appear to have already taken out that. You scrap building Texas, trying to build Oklahoma. Thanks, Jacob, for the untoggling the mirror key. I did. The part of me which likes my ships to look nice doesn't like that, but I do understand its viability and necessity on occasion. I do use it occasionally in a campaign. I don't know. Unfortunately, they seem to have a lucky shell early on has taken out the superstructure. And that's never good. Yeah, it does look more mean with the secondaries facing forward. There again, there are secondaries facing forward up above, so it's sort of a case of, yeah, these are facing forward, these are facing aft. We cover all directions. And it does mean you have, in case of those secondaries, you do have extra coverage sort of aft, because that's looking quite mean. So she's armed with 12 16.5-inch guns in 3 quadruple turrets. Oh, she's now in 6-inch range. You've closed the 6-inch range. Your whole advantage was you took out their ability to do long-range long-range fire control, and you closed the 6-inch range. Admittedly, let's be honest, this ship is now deluged on the 6-inch shells, so you're definitely not losing your targeting aim. Definitely not. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt me. Oh, something's hit Rodney. Let's go see whether Rodney's that one. Oh, yeah. Rodney's sort of just going on going, hello, yes. I got hit. It happens. Extensive fire. Successful. Right. Well. Spike. Send me the challenge on Discord. I'm going to go in for dinner now because I've just been told it's been cooked for me. And it is 9 o'clock. But, and it was my mum cooking today, so I'm definitely going in. But it's always nice when your mum cooks something. I am advantage of living at Highland Road. Definitely. But yeah, we'll be sorting all that out soon. It looks like we're going to go for the whole annex house scenario, but I'll explain more about that in Brew Ships on Sunday, if people are interested. And I will say thank you very much. If you can send me that challenge on Discord so I have it, I will have a play around and see what I can come up with. Thank you very much for everyone for watching. Thank you, Spike. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Lysian. Thank you, Sonica Nero. Thank you, Ruinon. Thank you, Jonathan Moon. Thank you, Wayne Borean. Thank you, everyone who tried to play with me with Gaia Command, aircraft carrier Gaia Command earlier. I will try and get that working because I think it could be a fun game because it is a fun carrier game. If I can't get that working, I might just go with normal carrier command, but we'll see what we can do. Thank you very much, everyone. Take care, and have a nice evening.